Private lending 101. All right. So what exactly is private lending? So the basis of private lending is that you're being the bank. You're basically lending your money to somebody else, and they're going to then take that money and either pay off debt, go do something else with it. In exchange for you giving them that money, they're going to agree to pay you a certain amount of interest. Okay. And it was funny because with this whole delinquent deal that I had, my lawyer actually said to me, okay, Hong, you know, there is a criminal interest rate. And I'm like, what? What is a criminal interest rate? So the criminal interest rate is 60%, meaning that you cannot charge anybody over 60%. And if you do, that is grounds for them to not even pay you and grounds for the courts to throw it out if it ever goes to court. Okay. So luckily, I'm nowhere close to 60%. Like I'm charging 15 plus. Okay. So minimum of 2 people involved. So you and the borrower. And then usually it's over a period of time. So usually I do mine maybe for 6 months to a year, 2 years at the most. And then usually there would be some sort of renewal at that point. All right. And then so private lending for me is very passive. Once I qualify a borrower, I usually don't do that much more work on them. Like I will, you know, check their social media. I'll follow them, connect with them, you know, every couple of months, you know, by phone or by email. But usually it's very passive, right? And once you lend the money out on a property, there's really nothing you need to do in terms of, you know, that opportunity anymore. Like once it's funded, and then you just wait for the renewal. So it's very passive. And this is one stream of income in real estate, right? So I use this as one big one to supplement our lifestyle in Vancouver. So this is why I love private lending. Like I get to set the rates, the terms, like all of the conditions. And then I go and I talk to the borrower and they agree or they try to negotiate. So there's a little bit of negotiations. And then at the end of the day, though, I'm not dealing with forlits, taxes, tenants, you know, like none of that stuff. I just do the private lending and then I don't really deal with anything for a couple months. And then at the end of the year, we potentially talk about renewing. And so even with the higher interest rates and even with my first delinquency, I still love private lending and I still do it.